closer.
Spoilers follow, and be sure to check the description for content warnings.
Noxema girl, we adore you. Got that wit. And Chi-Chi girl, you are so gorgeous. Badass chick. Yeah, Vita girl, you are so selfless. That's some shit. Got Dullet on the hunt for you. Oh, fuck, I fucked this up completely. Let me try this again. Take two. I just realized I did the like...
You know I don't edit this part.
Yeah, leave.
I know. I just did the fucking ad-libs, the stupid Justin Bieber ad-libs, like, backwards. All right, take two. Noxema girl, we adore you. Got that wit. And Chi-Chi girl, you are so gorgeous. Badass chick. Yeah, Vita girl, you are so selfless. Oh, you're it. Got Dullet on the hunt for you. That's some shit. He grabbed your penis without asking. What a twit. So you went and busted his lip. Real hard hip. Now you're hiding out in the sticks. Yeah, with Hicks. That is Peaches by Justin Bieber. Which is a terrible song, I learned. Because I was like, I don't know. This is all just like fucking word association most of the time when I do these. And I was like, oh, like it's Chi-Chi, Peachy, perfect. And then I was like, fuck, this song is literally just Justin Bieber saying the same refrain over and over again. And then Ludacris comes in and half-asses it. And then he just does that again. And that's the whole song. I was like, well, tracks are laid. Too late now.
Well, grab your Mary Poppins bottomless carpet bag with 1,000 outfits as we embark on an old-fashioned road trip from New York to L.A. and change a few lives along the way. And to Wong Foo, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. That's the wrong song.
Or is it the right song for today?
I don't know. Welcome to the Nostalgia Killers podcast, where we revisit films from our youth to see if they still hold up or should be inserted into the great DVD player in the sky. I'm Luke Lone, joined almost as always, again, sometimes by Chuck Starzinski.
Ashante.
Joining us also, as much as always, sometimes Javier Martinez. And joining us for the second time, despite almost being poisoned by pineapple last time, Magalli Larque.
Hey.
Thanks for being brave enough to come back.
Oh my God, anytime.
I have an EpiPen under the desk. Don't worry.
Be sure to stick around for our Sonic Death Monkey Top 5, where we go over our top 5 all-time characters we want to save our small town. Which is pretty good. I mean, I had fun with it.
That was good.
On to Act 1, all the feels. A few good memories or Lacuna repeat customer. Magalli, you said you've seen this like 300 times.
Yeah. This is my go-to.
Right on.
For everything.
Right on.
Yeah. And I've seen it enough by myself to be able to watch it in my head.
Perfect.
Like if I'm bored at work, I hope my boss is.
You just turn it on.
Yeah. That or Shrek are like my go-to.
Okay.
And then it's also one of my favorite movies to share with people who have never seen it before, because not only is like the soundtrack so amazing, you would never think of like Wesley Snipes as Blade, like Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, like Sid the Sloth, like just absolutely crushing the roles. And it's just a fun surprise.
And never breaking. Like other than the opening shot, they're never not
like
in drag and committing. Yeah.
Committed to the bit. And it's just like such a staple of my childhood. I love this movie so much.
Outstanding. Yeah, it's a good one to have. Mm-hmm. How about you guys?
For me, this is one of those that I've only ever seen like clips of. I've never actually seen the movie. I've just seen, but I thought through the clips that I've seen, I thought I knew more than I did. But I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I didn't. So this was almost like I guess it was a first time viewing for me. And I had a pleasant time with it. So
little Latin boy in drag.
Yeah, this was also my first time seeing it. It's like growing up, I had VHSs that had the trailer on it. And so like as a kid, I was kind of like, it wasn't my thing. But then when I got older and was more like exposed to queer culture and all that, I would see the trailers and cringe and be like, oh no, this is going to be like, ha ha, look at the buff guy in a dress. And I was just like, I don't know if I need to see this movie. But I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Along the similar lines, I saw it when it came out. I was 15. And I've told the story before, but me and my friends had gone to the theater to see a completely different movie because my friends were not.
Oh.
They were very butch, masculine football player guys. Uh-huh. And they were the friends I was kind of stuck with. But I looked it up, and the other movie that was playing was Batman Forever that weekend. So I'm pretty sure that's what we were trying to see. We went to a theater we weren't familiar with, and we just got in line, and we were pretty drunk. We just got in line and went into the movie, and we sat through the entire thing. I laughed my ass off. My friends were cringing and whatever, but we saw it by accident, and I almost pretty much forced my uber masculine friends to sit through it, which is pretty fun.
Well, joke's on them, because Batman Forever is just as gay.
Here's the thing. That's what I was
really
thinking
is.
about. I was trying to figure out the other night. Was like we were so drunk that we kind of couldn't tell that we weren't watching Batman.
When is Batman coming out?
Yeah. So we kind of like sat through half of it and decided to just stick through the whole thing because we were watching it anyways. But that was my initial experience with it. I've seen it, I don't know, maybe 10 times since then. But
Amazing.
yeah, it's a outstanding, iconic piece of work. Like, I don't know, other than the Australian one that I missed.
Oh, yeah.
Priscilla. Like the other gay, like iconic culture films that have risen to the top that have like A-list actors. I don't know too many more.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell
yeah.
you. Those two films are kind of like my first sort of like specifically for queer culture films.
Yeah. I mean, are aimed at the mainstream.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
You know, they weren't
classics.
Yeah, they weren't indies. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like Hedwig and the Angry Inch is my favorite, but it's an indie film. Like, it was always going to be an indie film.
Or Paris is Burning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Amazing.
Pink
That-
Flamingos action in there.
Yeah.
Although that's more like...
I was
yeah.
expecting John Waters to pop out
Right?
in this movie somewhere. I forgot that he wasn't in it.
The Birdcage.
Birdcage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Another good one. This is, I also noticed, just because it's kind of become normal in the culture, this is a strange look at identity when people weren't talking about that in 1995 when this came out. This wasn't even like the idea that sex and gender are separate things was way beyond the horizon.
Yeah.
And I think they handled it really well in this movie. And they kind of pushed the education of it into the front just a tiny bit by them not breaking character for the most part. And then, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like, because along those lines, right, they could have just as easily, and it still would have been progressive, right, but they could have just as easily been like, oh, it's still kind of black and white, and they're like, oh, these are just men who like to dress up as women, right? But then they do that, and then they also kind of teeter with the idea of like, oh, well, maybe Vida does consider herself more of a girl than just a man in a dress, right? Or, you know, you kind of have that fluidity between all the characters of like, well, you don't necessarily know where they lie. And so that's even more progressive than just kind of like picking a lane, which again, still would have been fine for that, especially for that time.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that there's that, you don't really get super clear definitions of where each of them lie, or you get a little bit of an idea, but it's not, you know, there's still room to play with.
Yeah. And Noxzema in the car, like even explaining like her definitions was the first time I had ever heard that like out loud, like as a child.
And without that, I don't think the movie could have played out. Like people would have been so confused following that, not knowing the definitions.
Yeah. And then like the beautiful read to Chi-Chi, you're simply a boy in a dress. You're not a queen yet. Like it's so amazing and so subtle, but yet so educational at the same time.
Yeah.
That like as a little girl watching it, having queer people in my family, having a drag queen as an uncle, baker by day, drag queen by night.
Nice.
It's like, oh, okay, I'm learning things. And having like a parent who wants you to watch this and learn about it and like continue to watch it. Like,
that's awesome.
You know, I'm not going to say my age, a few years later. like, I love it. It was definitely pushing the envelope, but like in a really beautiful way with top actors at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we feel about our three protagonists and the idea that they're basically are straight men playing drag queens? Yeah,
it's so funny because like one of the thoughts that kept coming into my head was like, oh man, it's so crazy to like the craziest thing about this whole film is seeing Wesley Snipes. To me, that's what it was. Like, you know, seeing Blade, seeing, you know, from Demolition Man, seeing like, you know, just Wesley Snipes. But then I had to kind of like reform that thought in my head of like, well, but like, is it weird? Is it weird though, or is it like, why is it such a shock for me, right? Like, should it really be, right? Doesn't have to be, right?
Well, I was just thinking it's nowadays we kind of look down upon non-gay actors playing gay roles.
Sure, yeah,
but in the 90s, I would say this was like
this movie,
defending the age of this movie, I would say that that's incredibly freaking brave, especially like being Patrick Swayze or something where you are just like this hunky romantic lead from Ghost, or you're just like the most badass butch dude who ever lived, ripping people's throats out and stuff in Roadhouse, and then all of a sudden just commit to the bit and be one of the most feminine characters in the movie too, and the most softest and kind and well-rounded.
Yeah, I think that is the quote quote correct way to do it in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Is to have like these people kind of be allies and be like, because again, none of them are playing caricatures, which is so awesome. Like again, even like even Wesley Snipes to me, I don't know why I'm singling him out, but I feel like he would be the one to kind of like, but maybe not. I don't know enough about Wesley Snipes apparently, but he was super cool doing this. But yeah, to see them just play it so well, like they just played it so naturally. Like never ever did I kind of like be like, oh, that was a little much. Like you kind of overdid that. You were kind of like poking fun. Like it was.
Well, I will say that I have some trivia about.
Sure, I didn't even look into it, but I was so curious.
No, say trivia about the other two actors later on. But Wesley Snipes, I didn't include him in the trivia, but his section was like he was super committed to this and actually spent like months undercover going to drag bars and things like that.
Oh wow!
And hanging out with some of his like queer friends in Hollywood, who obviously not outed in any of the research, but it's like. Allegedly some action fellas who happen to, play for the same team and just go into like gay bars and drag bars and stuff like that to really get into the role.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, for me, I think at the end of the day, it's acting.
Exactly.
You're acting. And then, now we can have, I think, like a conversation of why aren't more queer actors, why are they being pigeonholed into these roles? Why can't they be on like a broader spectrum of different roles that they can play too?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I felt the same way. It was just a very stark contrast between 1995 and today.
1995. Wow.
I know. I have to keep saying the number. But that's when it happened. Most nostalgic or favorite scenes?
Okay, so for me, the most nostalgic is definitely when they're dancing to the Johnny Mathis song, Kiss Me, Thrill Me. That song has always been one of my favorites. So much so that my fiance and I are probably going to dance to that at our first, for our first dance at our wedding. Right. Because we love that song so much. It's just absolutely beautiful. And the choreography, so gently moving, if no one can see me, but I'm doing the choreography right now. Gently, just watching, and Chi-Chi's dress, and she looks so amazing. And as a Latina, seeing Chi-Chi just look like that, representing so many of my cousins and having the same eyebrows and the same look and the same, concealer that doesn't really match her skin tone, I felt so seen and still do. So anything that Chi-Chi does is one of my favorites, because that was sometimes the first representation that I really got in movies where I was like, oh my God, I feel like this is my cousin that I'm watching. This feels great.
Nice.
Yeah. So anything with Chi-Chi. And then of course, when Vita beats the shit out of Virgil.
Oh, yeah. So good.
And they're like, Vita works out.
Yes.
Vita works out.
I love that. I love they have to keep the the facade of it's like she's not a drag queen kind of thing. Oh, no, she's just out there crushing, pumping iron all day.
You see her arms? They look like legs. She's going to beat the shit out of Virgil. Yeah, those are the top two. So good.
Nice. I had the low-tech cross-country driving. Ever since we've had our cell phones and iPads and endless podcasts, I think we've forgotten what the real road trip was about. It was sitting in a car with 2 or 3 strangers or people but having to just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And flip radio stations as you drove past towers and shit. That was very nostalgic for me. The whole getting in an old junky car and just going.
Looking at a map.
Yeah.
Paper map.
And tearing up the paper map too and being like, fuck it, we're going west.
Yeah, I was just really impressed with, I guess the gayness of it all in terms of the colors and the costuming. That's something that immediately from the opening shot kind of popped out at me. It was all the color and the way it all works so well. None of it is too loud. Not that being loud is a bad thing, right? But none of it's super loud. None of it's super subdued either. It's just it's perfect. It looks like a world that.
This is coming to you from 4 people wearing black.
Yeah. Yeah. So. But yeah, that's just something that again, it doesn't seem super it's not forced or anything. It's such a vibrant world, and I love it.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it's genuine. No one's poking fun at it. It's like it is a genuine expression of the joy of drag.
Yeah, and of course there's a point to some of the colors, but then I also love that like even when there's like nothing going on, like it was just still so colorful. Like and again, it doesn't take away from whatever is going on in the scene, right?
Yep.
It just keeps adding to it, or just gives you something nice to look at. So.
Yeah, I really love when the whole town comes together, like against Dullard, and it's just like, I'm a drag queen. No, I'm a drag queen. Like, I don't know. I know that's like such a cliche / like built into our like story structures. I don't know what original piece, like what novel or what movie or whatever started that whole thing of like, you can't be looking for the villain because I'm the villain, buddy, like kind of thing. But
Spartacus.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, but I loved like that scene in particular, and just pretty much everything in the small town. I love them just kind of, putting the bow on everything, like being like, okay, you guys only celebrate the day you bake a strawberry pie. Like, fuck that. We're gonna have a full on blowout, like little like town festival, all of that. We already talked about putting Virgil in his place. I also just I want to touch on John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is my name too.
Yeah. I know. I loved how they did that too, like, but just so subtly kind of thing. It wasn't, I don't know. Anytime Robin Williams shows up in a queer coded movie, it's always such a treat too. It's always like, oh yeah, like Robin gets it.
And this was right after he did the Birdcage too. So it was like a nice transition because I know you. I know this role. Yeah.
I think he just fell off this one set to another.
Exactly.
Perfect.
He just rolled right out.
He's still taking the Mrs. Doubtfire earrings out. And just like, oh yeah, I'll leave them in. Sure. Absolutely.
Getting ready for Jumanji.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna real quick piggyback off of what the scene that you picked, that kind of final confrontation. I do like as fun as it would have been to get something a little bit more chaotic of like kicking the was it sheriff or officer out.
Yeah.
With more kind of not force but like explosive kind of like I do like that it is more restraint and it is more just about like showing unity and alliance solidarity with the drag queen.
Oh,
right?
It's so much more powerful.
And it works. It works again. I still would have been fun the other way, but I like that this movie does does it this way. And it's kind of like, hey, end of the day, like that's all you got to do is just stand with your brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
And kind of be like, hey, like.
I was really hoping. I know it didn't happen, but as I was watching it again last week, I was really hoping Chris Penn's character was going to turn. Like when he's in the bar talking about.
Dude,
Oh my God, the bar scene is so
he's,
good.
He's doing it wistfully.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, he's turning.
Yeah.
Good for him. Maybe he'll
So
join.
good.
He should join the good side, but they just play it out as him still being the bad
Hey,
guy.
just
in the end,
accept
so.
yourself, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also
love yourself.
kinda,
Like,
I love that because it adds to the whole like, most people who are adamantly and homophobic
Very
and anti are just like,
expressively against,
maybe take a look in the mirror, pal, because just like, and her big feet and her long, beautiful legs and her just like
Scruffy chin rubbing up
chin, just like
feeling the breath of a man on the back of your neck.
sitting there playing with the label
Grunting.
on his Budweiser, just like,
And everyone's just kind of clocking it. Like,
Yeah, I was like, you
Go on.
sing it out loud at a bar.
Yeah.
Which is
All
so
right.
funny because then when Arliss Howard's character comes in and sits next to him at the bar, I kind of was like, "Oh, dude, are they gonna like?"
Yeah, I know,
at
right?
each other? Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was
yeah.
like,
I was upset it didn't go that way. I'm like, "Oh no, it's just the."
yeah.
no, that's the remake.
Yeah. And he did such a good job like playing that role too, because I genuinely was like, I hate him. And then I was like, oh wait, hold up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no.
I
you know what?
A moment of empathy or sympathy, yeah. But
And then got read to filth again. Bye, Sheriff Dullard.
Which I think the movie needed that scene where you do get a little taste of him being closeted, because otherwise he is just this like cartoonish villain of just
yeah. There was a reference to a Texas Avery cartoon, but he was very much a cartoon sheriff.
I just have to point out, I really like, two things. First, the line where I forget the woman's name, but the one who's like being not abused, but
Carolyn.
Caroline, yeah. Where she says like, hey, like, Vita, I don't think of you as a man or a woman. To me, you're an angel, right? Yeah. And then Vita's response is like, I think that's healthy. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a good line. I'm like, I love that. Yes, because
A verbal expression of the entire goal of the movie.
yes,
Let's see what's healthy.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And when she says like, "I love you, Miss Vita Bohem," and Vita's like, "Oh, I've been waiting my whole life to do this."
Oh
Good.
shit! That
Yes.
got like I had already cried once in the movie, and then that was the like, oh fuck.
Well, especially when you see like her relationship with her parents, like her mother, like literally,
Oh, yeah.
like walk. I'm like, were you waiting at the window?
Yeah.
How quickly did you walk out? Like,
How did
that
yeah
colonial
exactly?
House? Like, where
Did
were
you know it's like, oh, my son usually makes this cross country drive to stare wistfully at the house in May.
Looks
I
like
better look out and sneer.
Yeah, and
another $50 car drove up. It's got to be him.
There's POCs in the car. Like, we already know. Everybody going on the telephone call.
and then my last one that kind of also transitions into the nitpicks is, which is really funny. So I was watching it, and when we get to when they're driving out of the town, when they're like, "Goodbye, everybody," right, and they're just driving off into the sunset, I literally started writing down. I'm like, "Oh, perfect ending." And then it kind of goes to like Hollywood, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's not over."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "No," and I'm like, "That's perfect," because I really liked the idea of like, cool, like, oh, that's right. I don't need to see them get to Hollywood. I don't need to see the whole like, like it ends. Like that was the part of the journey that I needed to see.
Sure.
Right. But then thankfully, which again is, so it ended up not really being a nitpick, because then the Hollywood thing's like 10 seconds long, and it's not really a whole thing. It's just
also shows the fourth step.
correct.
Becoming-
Right. Yeah.
Which is like when that ended again. I forgot they do the whole Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
And I think, where's the fourth step? Like where's the
Yeah.
But no, they didn't forget it. It's actually in there. It's just
And Julie Newmar crowning Chi-Chi.
Right. Yeah.
And oh my God, she looks beautiful. And Julie Newmar like looks so beautiful still, too.
Statuesque.
So statuesque.
Yeah. She was the original Catwoman.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Body.
Also, on that note, Javi, this was almost in the trivia, but then I found some other stuff that I thought was a little more interesting. That was the original ending. They were not supposed to go to Hollywood. It was supposed to just kind of be like, now we're going to basically do our road trip of kind of like almost queerifying other small towns kind of thing. Like just spreading the love. And then, test audiences hated that. They were like, they didn't go to Hollywood.
See,
why didn't they make it to Hollywood?
Yeah. And it ends up being okay. Like I said, it ends up being okay, and I'm totally fine with it. But I do think in the back of my mind, like I think I would have loved it just a little bit more if it had been like, that's the end.
This is why you don't just sit middle America down and be like, so we got this film, take notes. But that was like, I guess like it just bombed at the test audience. That was like their big complaint, was like, they didn't achieve their goal, 0 stars.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny because I just saw a movie recently that has nothing to do with this at all, but it kind of ends. It has the same ending basically, where like it ends before the journey's over.
Nice.
And my wife was like, "What? That's it?
What
What the
movie?
fuck? Like, what the fuck? Sirat?
Oh,
Sirat? Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it, but great. But I loved it. I was like, dude, yes, fucking amazing.
thought you were gonna say High School Musical, 'cause they never actually show us the musical that they're auditioning for.
All right, on to nitpicks and fixes.
I have a few.
Yeah, I have a few.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I know it's the 90s, and I know we like our gritty shit, and we're kind of trying to like hammer certain things in, but like the fucking scene where they get pulled over by Dullard feels so like it's like a record skip. It just doesn't feel congruent with everything, because it is just like Sean Penn is so harsh. Like he's hitting him with
Chris
like or Chris Penn. Sean Penn's also harsh.
right.
Yeah.
Sean Penn's actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go on a tirade. No, but Chris Penn, he comes off so cartoonishly villain, like where he's just like hitting him with hard racial slurs and like the whole like,
Oh yeah, you're right.
step out of the car, lady. I'm just gonna freaking rape you, basically, against my police vehicle. Like it's just like, whoa, this is like for a movie too that like I think that would have a little bit more. It would feel more natural in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah.
Because that movie's a little bit grittier and a little
is
bit
a
more
little- yeah,
grounded.
a little bit.
This one does feel very much like a Hollywood version of like a queer film, where it is kind of like they're playing with like kitten gloves on, basically. They are
Yeah.
kind of just like, oh, hey, like, haha, see? Like, we're people too. Like, like, and it's very cartoonish and big and all of this, because they're just trying to get like these very basic ideas across to middle America.
It feels like a studio note.
Yeah, it feels like, you gotta crank the tension up, kid. And it's like, I don't think we do. Like, it just, because it feels like, and I get that like we kind of need the like them being chased for them to kind of hide out in a small town, but that also isn't their intention to begin with. They think they killed the cop and they're trying to get away.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel,
There's
it
also
doesn't gel very well.
the cartoonish nature of him being knocked out for like 18 hours.
Yeah.
On the road.
Which is like, that's great, but that also, again, doesn't fit with like how horrific it was going.
Yeah.
Like, it should have just been like, mistaken identity kind of thing of like, your driver's license says Robert Smith, but you're a woman. You clearly stole this car. Like, I think that would have been a more natural, like, just easier, lighthearted, fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that he has to literally like grab Patrick Swayze's dick to have that moment of like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I mean, that didn't necessarily stand out too much to me, but I hear what you're saying, and
I think I was just like, I was vibing out on the couch with like a glass of wine, and I was like having a good time, and all of a sudden it was just like, oh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, not my girls. My girls are in trouble. Fuck. Like we were just doing montages of them driving for 9 hours.
Sure. Although kind of along those lines, one thing that did kind of, and again, it's I put it in the nitpick section, but it's not really anything to do with the film, right? It's more just, I think I'd spoken about this with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert also, is that it's hard to watch this film, right? Like knowing the history of everything, right? And also having not seen so many queer culture films, right? It is hard to watch this movie and not kind of have a longing sense of dread for like parts of the movie, not the whole thing, because again, I was able to enjoy it, but it's just like that natural thing in my head that wants to be like, oh my God, like, is it about to go super south, right? Something's coming, right? And again, totally glad that they don't necessarily go into that, despite, even with that little bit that you just mentioned, Chuck. Other than that, I mean, they don't really go in that direction. And same thing with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Even when they do get a little bit more gritty, it still doesn't go to where like, my mind kind of goes like, oh shit, is this going to happen? Like, are they going to get fucking assaulted right now? Or are they going to like, whatever, do this or do that hate crime, whatever. And so again, not a fault of the film itself, but just to kind of put it in perspective, context of like, whoa, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's hard.
Not a fault of the film, fault of humanity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's just something that like for a little bit bothered me. And then once I kind of like realized, okay, you know what? This is going to be just like Priscilla. Like I think they're going to, everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out great. But it's also not like it's a little fantasy world where like, oh, everything's perfect. It's like, no, there's problems, but we are going to deal with it in a way where, it doesn't ruin the film, and we're still going to get to kind of see like, hey, there's some prejudice, there's some biases, but we're going to slap this guy and throw him out the door and be like, get out of here, you fucking misogynist. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah. And I think for just knowing the context of like Sheriff Dollar too, you kind of see him being like black sheeped a little bit by like other guys on the force.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, like everyone hates you. So this is the little use and abuse of power that you have, but you picked the wrong girls. And, for him to find Virgil at the end, we have this saying in Spanish, like, Dios los hace y ellos se juntan. Like, God makes them and then they find each other. I'm like, of course these two would find each other. So that's when I was kind of scared, like, oh, the two of them are now teaming up. What's going to happen? But Virgil just kind of like lays behind. Not necessarily like a nitpick, but he just makes eye contact with Carol Ann, just kind of nods and walks away, like knowing his place. I kind of wanted her. I mean, she stands in her own power in that like beautiful like red Lydia Dietz like wedding gown, and I'm like, dress. Same dress, like also came right off the set, and I'm like, I kind of wish she just got like one word in, like,
a slap, payback,
like,
something.
The slap was the mug because she looked so beautiful, but just something else to just like finalize or terminate that relationship.
Or she had like a horseshoe in her handbag, got him a good one,
just something. And then for me, like one of the only nitpicks that I have too is just like drag 24/7, because most drag queens don't wear, they're not in drag in daylight because of that very thing. Like it could be kind of dangerous too, especially in this small town. And, when you're drag also takes like a really long time. So I'm like, how long is it taking to, to do this? And it's the last thing we see when they're going to bed at night. Like you got to wash that face. You got to, get the makeup off. And then the first thing we're just seeing them in makeup again, maybe like the same makeup from the night before. I'm like, no, that's also not true. Yeah.
That kind of goes into mine. Mine is a logistics question. Where were they keeping all these clothes?
Yeah.
It never. It
They don't.
shows,
It's not like
shows,
they come with like bags.
it shows
bags
some luggage
bags.
in when they're in the hotel, but when they're in the car, it doesn't show them loading anything, and they are changed every scene. Every time the time changes, they're in different outfits, which is great.
Yeah.
But where are they keeping all this stuff? Holy shit!
Gowns.
Yeah,
Vita's wearing like gowns. Chichi's in
this-
like a little tiny short and like shirt. So I'm like, you can fold those, but
all
the
of
gowns.
all of Vita's stuff would have taken huge bags, and then like just I was. It's a dumb thing to be confused about watching this movie, but it got to me.
Maybe it's like Up in Smoke. You know how like Cheech and Chong like are driving the van that's literally made of weed?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe the fucking Cadillac Coupe de Ville is literally made of clothing.
That's why I opened with the Mary Poppins bottomless carpet bag reference.
Yeah.
You like unzip the seats
It's,
and there's clothes in there. You pull
Exactly.
a panel, there's clothes tucked in the, yeah.
The steering wheel is actually just bras.
That's a dream though.
On to the rainy day double feature.
Oh, I had just one other major
No,
nitpick.
I'm moving on.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. What you got?
Okay, I'll do I have two, but like one's major and the other one's like whatever. The major one is also just like they're way too fucking hard on Chi-Chi like racially too. Like they're just like everything is like a Latin.
Because
Like,
you're Latina, because you're Latina.
yeah, exactly, and just like go get your salsa, girl, like that kind of thing. You're just like Jesus. Like
Patrick Swayze was like that Offset too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
To John Leguizamo. Yeah. But he also went right back at him too.
yeah, but it's just like, oh god, like that one got. And then my only other one is like a lot of Noxima's like the catty, like witty one, and like 80% of her references went over my head because they are just like so of the time / before, way before my time.
Yeah.
Because she is like most of her stuff. I had to look up some of her jokes, and like most of it is like referencing like, oh, that is like a queer icon from like the 70s or something that I have never heard of in my entire life.
Yeah, that's something that I struggle with too. That I also mentioned with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, was that like again, don't get me wrong, like I enjoyed it, but yeah, just like as a straight man who again, even nowadays, like still necessarily don't have such a huge exposure to like the wide queer culture. It's like a lot of the stuff that they're saying, I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, right? It's kind of like when people say like, I don't know what's going on in Family Guy because I don't understand any of these references.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel the same way. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, it's funny and they delivered it well, but like, I don't know who half these people are. Like, I don't know what a New York pasty is or whatever you just said, like whatever shit you just said. I'm like, I don't, okay, like, maybe that's
I'm clutching my pearls over here because I'm like, every reference was so amazing. But I like Dorothy.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I just like, again, it's one of those things like, I wish I could understand it more. Like, I feel like I would get so much more out of it if I was like, oh, girl, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it would have made sense for the movie because they were trying to bring this to the regular world, but it doesn't surprise me that because like gay coded things are kept to themselves because they're forced to be kept underground basically.
Yeah. And it's theirs.
It's theirs. They own
theirs
it.
to have, yeah.
It's their own references.
Yeah, and Dorothy Dandridge is one of my favorite actresses of all time too. And when Noxzema mentioned her, I was like, oh my god, like I know who that is. Yeah, like even as a little girl, I was like, oh, I love it. And when she's like, yeah, I'm Noxzema Jackson, Jesse's daughter, I was like, that's hilarious.
I mean, that one, yeah, that one's
so
great.
funny. Yeah,
But there's just like, yeah, there were certain ones that it was like kind of like, oh, like I had to like work backwards, like to when she's sitting with like the little old lady going through her old Hollywood book, being like, oh, okay, that's what that was referencing 20 minutes ago is like this famous actress from a film that came out way before I was born,
Yeah.
So it was like, okay.
The 10 Commandments, which a lot of queer culture is pulled from those movies because those movies aren't necessarily like queer movies, but they're full of, fabulousness, beautiful actresses who, well, especially like, who plays Dorothy again?
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland,
Yeah.
Who's always been an ally for the queer community. And all those actresses were also allies too. So of course, like they gravitate towards them. And it made me like research too and see like, who are these people that she's mentioning? Like, even it's just pictures. I'm like, I don't know who that person is. Like, I want to learn a little bit more. And then it kind of broadens your horizon and your views on just how far back like queer culture really goes that we've never really learned about it, but it is theirs. It belongs to them.
Yeah, I'm actually curious now to talk to someone from the queer community who was, more of age when this movie came out.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got the references too, if it was more common or that would make more sense. But yeah, there's a few that flew over my head too. I think the Sam Cooke thing.
He's a singer.
Was he a singer?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, I knew who Sam Cooke was. Like I know Sam Cooke,
Blues jazz.
like, and I really love his music, but I was just like, I didn't get that exact what she was referencing.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was like
I had to look that up.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a movie of its time, I suppose. Can't blame it for that. Can't blame it for not seeing the future.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anybody got any more?
You got another one, right?
Oh, those were the two. I was like, I'm going to throw
Yeah.
these in really fast. I was like, just
Yeah. A real quick one. I love that they mentioned the list of, or it's, I thought it was funny that like we can all even back then agree that like Keanu Reeves is like the perfect example of what it is to be a man.
Yeah.
and a good man.
Well.
So you mentioned that well, from what we've heard to this day so far.
Oh, yeah, I know what you
Right.
mean. I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's yeah. But then also then they're like, oh, and Mel Gibson. And I was like, oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to work that one into my hot take.
I was like, oh no.
There's that phrase, give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. Wait long enough, you become the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, they did. I heard that too.
That line kind of, I was like, oops. Not age well.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rainy Day double feature. What would you pair with this film?
So I love, because RuPaul's in like the very beginning, and I'm like, oh, I love Ru. Like, looks so good. And the first time I watched Crooklyn, Spike Lee is one of my favorite directors of all time.
Sure.
Freaking love The Summer of Sam, one of the best movies ever.
We should do that.
Please, I'm ready. But Crooklyn is so good too. RuPaul is in like 5 seconds of Crooklyn too.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, like he's so great in this too that I'm like, if I wanted to watch like my next RuPaul movie, like where she does just like a small cameo, I'm gonna watch Crooklyn. But then also Sheriff Dullard is in, have you ever seen Corky Romano?
Oh,
With
yeah.
Chris Kattan?
Yeah.
So he's the brother of Corky Romano, and he's also closeted gay in that movie too.
Oh.
Remember, they go to a strip club and they're all watching the strippers, and he's watching the bartender making pictures in the back. He's like, ooh, like, oh my gosh, like, and he's like, even like describing men. He's like, is your partner the one with the muscular thighs and the big broad shoulders? And he's like, yeah, like, so it's like such a good kind of like cross reference of like a
some
character.
catharsis, yeah, right.
So those would be like not necessarily queer movies, but I'm like,
Sure.
oh, this is great too. And as problematic as it is, and as problematic as the actors were, the first time I saw Call Me by Your Name, I was like in tears at the end of it. It was so beautiful. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll move to Italy too, or I'll have a summer romance just like this in my 30s as a teen. But yeah, it was one of those. It's just like, that's such a beautiful movie too.
Sure.
Yeah.
I took the super easy one. I went Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah.
And I think, again, love this film. It was fun. It was cute, but to me, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is the better movie. And so I kind of like this film didn't leave me with the same feeling at the end of it that Priscilla, Queen of the Desert did, which was just like, I was so hyped. I was like, dude, like that was such an experience. Like, whoa, like I can't believe what I just saw. Like, I want more. Whereas this one was like, you guys talked about the more of the Hollywood kind of version of that.
Yeah.
And so as soon as this was over, I was like, man, like I know we just watched it. Was it last year?
Yeah.
I'm like, but I want to watch Priscilla, Queen of the Desert again. Like that was a blast, So I want to watch that again.
I also went Priscilla, but just as a second one because I figured Javier was going to pick that one. This reminded me a little bit of Pleasantville too.
Oh.
Like just the whole kind of like black and white, gray, dull town, and just kind of being like, my dear, you can wear a dress with flowers on it, and just kind of like, what? And then they put the dress with flowers on, and they're like, oh, I've never felt so alive. I've never felt so empowered, like kind of thing. And so, yeah, just kind of giving a little color to this black and white town.
I went with Hedwig. Still my favorite.
It's so good.
I just I love the music. I love the everything.
Yeah, that's definitely like on my Letterboxd top 4, I think, is Hedwig and the Angry.
Oh, wow. Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That movie is... That's something that, like, I will just occasionally catch myself just kind of, like, daydreaming about that movie. And I'm like, oh, I need to rewatch that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just wish I could have lived that life. I could have just been in it, like, just seems so fun. On to this movie's cocktail.
Yeah. In honor of strawberries coming into season and pie baking and all that nonsense, we got the Red and Wild. So we've got an ounce and a half of Charbay Vodka, 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice, 3/4 of an ounce of lychee liqueur, and an ounce of a strawberry puree. shake over frozen water, because we don't use ice on this podcast, and
Good.
sip on the porch as you wait for your deadbeat trucker husband to come home and give him a what for.
Very nice. It was very tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
And this film's dead drop is larger than life. And taking us out to our ad break is this clip from John Leguizamo that I found that I'm going to steal from the internet.
There were not that many lovable Latino characters being written. You know, we had Carlito's Way, gangsters, Scarface, gangsters. You know, it was just gangsterism. There's the only thing they would allow us, which was a negative portrayal, even though we were all trying to make it positive. But here was a positive character, man. She had respect. She had dignity. She had aspirations. As you hadn't seen Latin characters have that. You know, we weren't allowed to express that. They weren't writing that for us. I mean, a lot of LGBTQ plus teenagers came up to me in the era and said that they felt like they could come out because of Chichi Rodriguez. So it was a beautiful thing that we did.
Ad break.
Ad break number 1. And we're back with everyone's favorite segment, Nostalgia Killers Trivia. It's time to see if our guests know their Wong Foo or are left without a clue. And I don't have to do an awkward handoff to another host because I did the trivia this time. So question number 1. True or false? The original inspiration for To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, was an anti-gay propaganda film titled The Gay Agenda.
So weird. I'm going true.
I'm going false.
I'm going to go false too.
It is true.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, what?
Yes. So screenwriter Douglas Bean was forced to watch this anti-gay propaganda film in school. And there is a specific scene where drag queens take over a city. And as a queer teenager, he thought, oh my God, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Who was the real Wong Foo? Is it A, an iconic underground New York City drag queen? B, the screenwriter's boyfriend at the time of filming? Or C, the head bartender at the China Bowl in New York City?
I'm going to go with C.
I'm going to go C as well.
I'm going to go with B.
It is indeed C. Writer Douglas Bean was drinking at the China Bowl, which was a not-so-secret popular spot for queer people in New York City, when he was struck by the fact that they randomly had a signed photo of Julie Newmar. Mm-hmm. And so the title is literally what was written on the photograph in this Chinese restaurant that he would go to.
Oh, cool.
And just a little extra fun fact, the dedication to Wong Foo is meant to be a metaphor for God in the film. So kind of like to Wong Foo, like thanks for everything, like basically to God.
I wondered about that.
To
'cause
God, thanks
it's a
for
very
everything.
esoteric title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't explain the cards. Sorry. Take your card if you get one right.
Oh, okay.
That's how we keep track of who's winning.
I'm up 1. Tied for first.
Question number 3. Which of the following actors did not audition for the role of Vita? A, Gary Oldman, B, Kurt Russell, C, Mel Gibson, or D, Viggo Mortensen?
Wow, those first two were really good choices, and then the list took like a sharp left turn. And was like, holy shit! Oh,
I'm going to go with D.
Going Viggo?
Yeah.
I can definitely see the first two. I feel like that Mel Gibson one's a tricky one because of the line in the movie. But you know what? Let's go Mel Gibson.
I go Gary Oldman.
It's actually B, Kurt Russell.
Oh shit!
Really?
None of us-
Not?
Yeah, he did not audition.
Okay.
Yeah, Mel Gibson was actually the closest to getting the role.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
He was heavily
holy
considered.
shit! That's amazing.
I know.
Maybe that's the only reason why the line isn't that.
I think it is, yeah. What an alternate timeline, though.
That'd have been right next to What Women Want and like,
Exactly.
and Lethal Loaded or Lethal Weapon 4 or whatever.
Science.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Patrick Swayze fought tooth and nail for the role of Vita. What made him stand out amongst all the other actors auditioning? Is it A, he is a formally trained ballet dancer and had the exact desired physicality? B, He did a 30-minute improvised monologue inspired by his real-life struggle with bullying in Texas, where he grew up. C, he arrived to the audition in full drag and makeup. Or D, all of the above.
Well, C is usually what gets you the role, but I'll go with D.
I'm gonna go with A.
I'm gonna go with A.
It's D.
Wow.
Yeah, he just like had exactly like he walked. It's like
Nice.
the casting director saw him walk in and was just like, oh, just like the way he walked into the room. This is his role.
From what I've learned doing this show is like every actor's gotten their role just by dressing up as the character because they go into audition.
Character.
Like,
Commitment, you know. Like, whoa, okay.
And on the complete other side of casting, question number 5, true or false? The role of Chichi Rodriguez was written specifically for John Leguizamo.
I go true.
True.
False.
It is true.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, screenwriter and John Leguizamo met at a like kind of open mic's not the right word, but just like kind of like a one of those weird like things you go to like that's like at a cafe where there's like people are doing like monologues and like one act plays and stuff like that.
Slam poetry.
Like some slam poetry and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
The 90s were kind of cool, man. I kind of miss that.
Yeah.
I miss that happening.
Question number 6. Speaking of Chichi, true or false? Professional golfer Juan Antonio Chichi Rodriguez sued Universal Studios for defamation and won.
I'm gonna say true.
Yeah, let's go true.
What about false?
True. Yeah, Juan Antonio had a basically like a deal on the line, like a kind of like sponsorship sort of thing. And it was right when this movie came out, and he blames this film for him not getting the sponsorship for his golf tour.
Oh wow.
I didn't pay that much attention to golf, but I don't remember that name at all. Maybe that's why.
Turn around and monetize it, and now you have a whole new
Lean
audience.
into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah. In drag golfing.
Yeah, exactly.
Question number 7. Director Beeban Kidron, I think that's how you say her name, was 9 months pregnant during the filming of To Wong Foo and almost had to leave the production to give birth. Which famous director was set to step in just in case her water broke? Is it A, Steven Spielberg,
I knew that was the first one.
B, Christopher Columbus, or C, George Lucas?
The fact that it's any of those three is fucking crazy. I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Columbus.
I don't know Chris Columbus. But
He
I'll
did
go
like
with
Home
B.
Alone and like a bunch of stuff like
Gremlins.
that.
The first Harry Potter movie.
Oh, okay. Kind of campy. Yeah, I'll go with B.
This is a mind blower. It's Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg?
Wow.
Wow.
Because the movie is produced by Amblin Entertainment.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. It is his studio.
And he didn't have any, he was like wrapped on one, not ready to go into another. And he was just like, he had the time. So he was like,
Just be on
step in.
standby. Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, thank God he.
Interesting.
Question 8. Which cameo actor had the most pull and influence on getting To Wong Foo actually greenlit?
RuPaul.
It's coming up, don't worry. Is it A, Robin Williams, B, RuPaul, or C, the titular Julie Newmar?
I'm gonna go with Robin Williams.
I'm going with B, RuPaul.
And just to be different, I'm gonna go with Julie Newmar.
It is A, Robin Williams. Robin Williams got a copy of the script from a friend and loved it so much he actually hung out with Steven Spielberg at Amblin Entertainment and read him sides from the script, trying to convince Steven to pay for it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
I love Robin Williams.
Way to be an ally.
Freaking ally all the way
Love
through,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of allies, this is an anti-ally question. Question number 9. Which
Mel
of
Gibson.
the following corporate... Exactly. And Mel Gibson is correct. 9. Which of the following corporate overlords forced a scene involving their products to be cut as they did not want to be associated with drag and gay culture?
Yeah.
Is it A, Pepsi, B, McDonald's, or C, Johnson & Johnson?
A, Pepsi.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna go with Johnson and Johnson.
It is actually B, McDonald's.
God damn.
Wow.
There is a deleted scene where they're like driving and there's nothing for miles and they see the Golden Arches as like a kind of holy symbol of like, yeah, it's like an oasis basically.
Wow, really?
I thought Pepsi because there's
'Cause they
a
do
Coke. Yeah. And I was like, wait.
Oh no,
7 and
Coca-Cola
Coke.
was like Coca-Cola jumped on it.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Love that Chi-Chi.
And finally, question number 2.
10.
To Wong, or you know what? No. Me no good at numbers.
I know. Do I get a card for that?
Yeah, exactly. Question number 10. To Wong Foo is pretty similar to another Nostalgia Killer's favorite, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. True or false, Priscilla director Stephen Elliott felt they were so similar, he sued Universal Studios for infringing on his IP.
False. I think you made that up.
False.
Yeah, I mean, they were like a year apart, I think I saw. I mean, I hope not. But I'm going to go true just to be different.
It is false. To Wong
Yay.
Foo was already in production just as Priscilla was just starting to hit like festival circuits.
Okay.
Oh.
So no one at Universal had seen Priscilla yet because it was like an independent movie from Australia. And the second Stephen Elliott saw it, he was just like basically happy that there was another film about the queer experience.
Sure, yeah, it was
he
a
had
happy accident,
Yeah,
right?
he was
Yeah.
just like, hey, this is crazy. We both made a drag movie.
Amazing.
Road trip drag movie.
Well, thank you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
Great.
trivia. How did we do on points?
Oh,
I got 5.
high five.
We get to have a poker off.
Okay. I don't know how to play poker. We can play Go Fish.
How does nobody who's ever been in this room know how to play? I made all these poker chips.
Let me see what
I can do blackjack or maybe Go Fish.
Well, I just have a jack high, so
she got a pair of jacks.
then you win.
Yay!
And that's how we determine who wins. Like if there's
In
a
case
I
tie.
the
win.
tiebreaker, yeah.
Show me the money.
Thank you very much, Chuck. That was a good set. I like that.
I learned a lot.
As host, I do things. No.
Nope.
It is at this time we'd like to thank our executive producers. Thank you, Addie Martinez, once again.
Addie, we would take you to the Strawberry Pie Festival anytime. You're the reddest and wildest gal we know.
And if you too would like to have your name shouted out on each episode, you can support us on Patreon for $15 a month. NostalgiaKillers.com takes you there. And this takes us to our second ad break. And we're back with Act 3, the award categories, where we always start off with my new band name. What you guys got?
I really like. There's a lot of band names that I like from this, but if I had to pick one, I liked Looksies No Feelsy. That would be so good.
Nice.
It's in the title. Don't touch me. Someone who doesn't like to be touched, don't touch me. But please look. That one would be great.
I got
would be
Vita Works Out
Oh, Vita Works.
by the band Princess Points.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. I got artist single album. So my artist is Latina Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's a good one.
With their hit single Gringa with a Pinga.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
Got me so good. Off of their album Little Latin Boy in Drag, Why Are You Crying?
Very good.
I got 2 sets and no one took any of them. So I made 2
nice.
sets because I thought people were going to just jump on these. But
There's a lot, yeah.
so I've got a country EDM artist kind of in the vein of like Avicii. Like does that kind of like hoedown like arena EDM. Rachel Tension.
All right.
Oh.
Which that
yeah.
fucking sent me when RuPaul showed up as Rachel Tension in
Rachel
the fucking Confederate flag dress. I was like, oh,
I got that coming up.
chef's
So
kiss.
good.
That's I love it.
With their hit song, So Excited I Just Spit,
Nice.
off of their album Too Much Style for One Gender.
Yeah.
And my second one is Career Girls. They're like a really gnarly industrial band with their song Instincts and Exquisite Taste, off their very depressing dark album From Darkness and Ick Come Sweetness and Blossoms.
I like that.
Which is what she says about like the dirty like runoff water where she's picking flowers.
Nice. Any more?
It's just so good.
On to Roger Deakins Would Be Proud Award. What do you guys got? You guys, any standout shots that you liked?
I got a couple.
It's an Amblin production, so there's some good cinematography in here that isn't just like showing people talking. It's like there's some stuff that tells the story. So
one that I really liked the shot of when they're driving, the shot of the shadow when they're dancing in the car. You kind of get a long shot of them dancing, and it's just the shadow along the dry grass. I really like that a lot. I don't know why, but I liked it.
I love the classic, like very Gone with the Wind kind of them leaving town, and it's like that exact like perfect crane up and out with the sunset as they're just like peeling out and like the dust hitting. And then also really love the intro of like the match cuts of Wesley Snipes and Patrick Swayze getting ready. Where it's like lip to lip, eye to eye, hair to hair.
There's some good close-ups in this. They're not overly done, but they're
not like airbrushed. You see
everything, every pore.
Yeah. You know, they didn't put the orange before, you know, kind of trying to block out that beard coming through. So that's actually one of my favorite shots too. It was like, these are actual people with like normal skin textures. Like that made me so happy to see. Because sometimes like now you don't really see that too much in acting because of all the Botox that people have been getting.
There's that.
Yeah, I'm like, where's facial expressions are back. It was nice.
Back when people looked like people.
Yeah. The thing that stood out to me was in the opening sequence when they first start driving away, there's a helicopter shot, which we think of a drone shot today, but this helicopter shot is using a long lens and it's stabilized. In all the other movies that we've watched, we've seen like this really shaky helicopter camera from the 90s and 80s before they kind of figured out. They actually spent money in this movie to get a stabilizer on the bottom of a helicopter and shoot with a long lens, not just a big wide lens, to follow their car across the bridges, and it looks amazing. It looks like, you know, footage from today. Just really well done.
Yeah. I also really like the scene at the beginning of the pageant where they're all crowded around like one mirror. It's just like drag queens like stacked on top of each other, fixing their lip gloss, like still kind of, you know, having that fun banter. It reminds me of like, you know, iconic like girl movies like Bring It On when they're all like in a mirror, or like, you know, the cover of like Coyote Ugly all like on top of each other. I'm like, oh, I love this. Like, it's just such a good shot.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do Coyote Ugly. That just hearing those words aloud. I'm like, no. Like,
Tyra
falling
Banks.
back into it. Yeah.
One more that I really like because it starts off as a still shot. The scene that we talked about earlier was the Chris Penn at the bar. Which starts off still, and then it starts pushing in as his comments get gayer and gayer.
Yeah,
and it is so good. It's just like
I wonder if a part got cut. I wonder if something got cut from that, and it was just, I don't know.
Was not in the trivia if it did, but
probably
did though. Like, I don't know. I feel because it was leaning that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was the motivation of having him sit there and say that for that long? If they weren't going to like change his character in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe just to address it, just so that they didn't address, kind of like Chuck mentioned, that usually is the case behind like the really the homophobic people, but also not go too much into it to like take away from his being a villain, and just, you know, not to excuse it or anything like that, just to kind of like, oh well, but we still want him to be a villain, so
how about his Bugs Bunny like list of places to check out, like that he drew with the giant marker? That was pretty over the top. Like,
I thought that was great.
So
hideouts for homos. Just like, not at the ballet studio, not at the beauty salon.
I mean, with everything that's going on, we have not come too far.
No,
these bigots with their internalized homophobia. I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys will end up not getting, you know, a full character moment. No one cares about you. And I'm kind of glad at the end that he didn't like come to a realization, because I'm like, yeah, bigot from the start, bigot to the end. Bye. You're not the star of this.
Sure. Is that Channing Tatum and a dog collar award?
So many, but
quite a few.
I went with Jason London as Bobby Ray.
I think I changed my hot take But yeah, Jason London.
Yeah. I know from Dazed and Confused mostly, which I really want to do Dazed and Confused.
Mallrats? Is he Mallrats or is
No,
that his twin?
No,
that's
it's his
his
brother.
twin.
Yeah.
I think that was my hot take. I changed it. I was like, do we need two of them?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is Jason
Was it Jason? Yeah.
in this one, and then his brother, was it Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one, I kind of like Brandon more.
I kind of like Brandon more too.
I just a little more acting and emoting than Jason. But I, to be honest with you, up until like a few years ago, I didn't know there were two of them.
Yeah, I thought they were the same guy.
I thought
honestly.
it was the same dude.
Yeah. They look exactly alike.
Exactly
Yeah.
like.
That's got to be so frustrating too. Because they also like, it's not like they have range. So they're both playing like the kind of pretty boy next door character, no matter what they're in. So it's like,
Mine would be Naomi Campbell.
Very briefly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying, oh, I wish I was as beautiful as you. And she's top model. Like, at this
Shit, is that
time.
hers?
Yeah.
Was she still like 17 in this movie? Like,
No, maybe 17 or 18
she was
years
like
old.
super young
yeah.
when she started.
She, like, because she's one of the top models of the world, like, forever. And to be in this movie, like, at a pageant, like, at the bar, like, saying to Noxzema, like, I wish I was as beautiful as you. And Noxzema's like,
Getting a line in a movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
yeah.
Like,
So amazing.
I had Arliss Howard, which is funny because I didn't recognize him at first, but I'm like, dude, like he sounds so familiar. Who?
Yeah.
It's only because of the voice that I eventually was like, holy shit, is that fucking Cowboy?
Private
Like,
Cowboy.
no way, you know. And it was funny to see him in kind of like a more like quote like masculine role because like in a way because I feel like every other role he's done too, even it's a little bit more like.
I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
Oh yeah, he was like in Jurassic Park 2.
I never saw that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I know he's in that because I looked him up. But
yeah,
never
but he's always
watched
kind of
that
like a Weasley, snivelly, like almost, like borderline like closeted gay guy. To be honest, in
okay.
most of them. So actually, I don't know if maybe he is gay. I don't know if he's gay or not.
Huh?
Maybe he is. But anyways, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but that's kind of the one that.
I got Beth Grant. She's the dark-haired woman at the beginning, tells everyone to fuck off. Her and Patrick Swayze a couple years later are in Donnie Darko together.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She's
like
she's the
teacher.
crazy teacher. Who's like, I doubt your commitment to smart motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oh my god. It's iconic line. And Patrick Swayze's the like pedo.
Yeah, he's the bad.
Yeah.
They're in cahoots in the movie, but yeah,
It's crazy.
How have we not done Donnie Darko yet?
I have a tattoo of Cellar Door.
Hell yeah.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
all right,
All right, you're on.
You're invited.
Yeah.
Right one. Yeah. Super dedicated.
Yeah, that's awesome. Guy Pearce's trash, a controversial hot take. I'll just start with RuPaul's Rachel Tension's dress is fucking amazing. They managed to make a gown multi-layered and metaphoric because it's a black drag queen in a Confederate flag dress. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
The biggest middle finger I
Yeah.
could think of.
And the name.
Yes, and the pun. I fucking love it.
Yeah, mine is very fluffy. Mine is just, I agree with Carol Ann. Mel Gibson shouldn't be allowed to think or speak.
Don't forget the ball gag. Yeah. I know that I said that I like Priscilla Queen of the Desert better. But my controversial hot take is I think this crew does drag better than the guys from Priscilla. Not that it's actually it is a competition, but sometimes
It's literally what both movies are about.
Right,
If they're
right,
going
right.
to a competition. Yeah.
not that one way is right or the other, but I just feel like with these guys, it felt a lot more. It was easier for me to, again, it's super weird to say, but it was easier for me to buy them in drag versus like the crew of Priscilla. For some reason, it took me longer to be like,
I wonder if it's just the
don't know.
Hollywood budget.
Or that you hate Guy Pearce.
It probably is that I hate Guy Pearce, but I love Hugo Weaving. I don't know, but it just, to them,
Coffee's torn.
to them, it was more like when I watched Priscilla, it was like, oh yeah, these are actors pretending to be drag queens, and for some reason, I didn't have that issue with this, and I don't know if it's because now that I was exposed to that idea, like maybe it just felt more, but it just seemed like I'm like, oh, dude, fucking Wesley Snipes and Patrick Swayze are like fucking killing it, dude. Like, I just
And like Zalman too, I don't think has ever done another feminine type role.
yeah.
He's always been super masculine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
I mean, for me, something that would make someone watch this with a different point of view, I kind of went like the whole physicality of like someone's body, I guess, because sometimes when we think of, you know, a drag queen, especially like in mainstream media, there's a certain body type that goes into it. And, you know, these drag queens are padding their bodies, they're wearing fake breasts, they're wearing fake butts. You know, they're overlining their lips so much. And it was really pleasant at the time to see like very buff men still step into like their womanhood, because not all women have the same bodies either. There's very buff women too that are women. Like, so it was just like so great to see like, yes, your body is your body. You can have any type of body and dress however you want and still be absolutely stunning, beautiful, fierce, gorgeous, whatever. And I think that that opens up also the space for women to also feel like that too. Like, we don't always have to have like the most curvaceous, like bountiful, beautiful bodies. Like any body's like valid. And at the time, like to be able to see that, I think they got like a lot of flack for it for being like so buff too. And then I'm like, but then John Leguizamo comes in with like the no hips at all. He is built like a board, but like still shaking them. I was like, I love this. Like, yes, 100%. Like, work with whatever you got. So that was probably like my hot take of that.
Yeah, nice. Blue Velvet meets Blue's Clues. I chose The Matrix, but instead of guns, they save the day with fashion and decorating Zion.
There we go.
So instead of violence, it's just an explosion of color and joy.
I chose Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Ooh, nice.
Another trio, like on a journey, kind of hiding out. Yeah. But like if Oh Brother, Where Art Thou were drag queens, like, oh my God, could you imagine?
Yeah.
So amazing.
I can't remember. There isn't a scene of them. It must be some other movie I'm thinking of where they do put on dresses in order to sneak by the cops. So it's not Our Brother. No. But it's something else, yeah.
Oh, are you thinking of Three Amigos?
Oh, that would be a good one
too. Do they do that in there?
There's like a bit where I think like Martin Short is like supposed to be like a pregnant woman, like kind of, and that's why they get by, because it's like, oh, it's like my wife's going to give birth kind of thing.
I don't remember that.
Maybe Mulan.
Maybe, I don't know.
The three of them like dress up as concubines.
Oh, Brothers are good. Yeah, that'll be fun to watch.
So good.
Yeah, I said To Wong Foo meets Roadhouse. I just want Viva in the Patrick Swayze role in that film, and Vita's just the bouncer for the toughest drag bar in town.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, that would be amazing.
And it's like in the South, so she's throwing out like rednecks and racists and stuff the whole time.
I had To Wong Foo meets, take your pick, Yo Jimbo, Fistful of Dollars, Django, whatever. Because, you know, kind of, you know, has that same setup anyways of them coming into the town. So I want them, you know, to still start off the same way. They're coming in, they're making the town more colorful, but then there's also this bigger exterior threat. And they're like, we know we're fabulous, but we can also shoot guns, motherfucker. So.
Very nice. Do we call Jules and Vincent?
Oh, we let this one live, personally.
This one's living. This is another gem. Probably should be shown in film school.
Oh, yeah.
Not just film school, you know, gender studies. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let it live.
Just,
yeah. One of my favorites, so let it live forever.
Right on. That was easy. Anyone got pluggables?
Just, you know, on this lovely Pride Month, you know, go support your local community, go see a drag show, go to Pride Fest, and donate to the Trevor Project.
Yeah, I would say the same. Yeah, it's Pride Month. Go support your local queens. Go support any local queer bars. For me, I also want to draw attention to trans homelessness, which is on the rise, and a lot of the violence that our trans folks are facing, especially right now in policy and legislature, in like all over the country, all over the world, even locally,
even here in California.
It's crazy.
It's stupid. Yeah,
Santa Rosa. And then I love the HBO series of We're Here. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's so amazing. It's drag queens going into small towns, meeting with a queer person that asks them to come, doing them in drag and then having a full performance. And sometimes the town doesn't agree. Sometimes their own families don't agree. But there's a lot of like beautiful moments, and there's sometimes people kind of come around to it.
Sure.
And it really shows like the humanity of like people kind of not necessarily like unlearning, but relearning and pivoting towards like.
So they did turn this into a TV show.
Yeah, they did. It's so
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I had no idea.
That's cool.
And there's one in particular, I think right now, they go to Selma, Alabama, and Bob the drag queen, like, just learns so much about history of Black people in the continental U.S. and it's just like a beautiful history lesson. And
That's
I definitely
awesome.
recommend everyone to watch it. And then if you have time to read or listen to the audiobook, there's a book called Harriet Tubman Live in Concert. And it's also by Bob the Drag Queen. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And it's like such a great read to also learn about our nation's like such backward history, but then also how far we've come. And there's so much like queer joy in it. Yeah, that they're able to just like bring into Harriet Tubman's story. And it's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah. So read, watch, and visit and drink.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that brings us to our Sonic Death and Monkey top 5. And a helicopter. Who called the cops, man? Top 5 all-time characters you'd want to come and save your town. Who wants to go first?
I'll jump off. I'll start with my number 5. I'm calling in Divine from Pink Flamingos.
Hell yeah.
Because I feel like most small towns are kind of,
Just Divine from Divine, man.
boring and conservative. And like, who doesn't need, a fabulous, raunchy monster to come in and start eating dog shit? Really spice things up.
Hell yeah. Magalli?
Top 5? Or are we doing one at a time?
One at a time.
One at we do round robin. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I picked all drag queens that are like my favorites.
Okay.
I did a little
That's
different.
fine.
Sorry. But my first is Trixie Mattel. I love her so much. She's
Right on.
so amazing. The wit, the humor, and like one of our only Native American drag queens. So I would definitely call her.
Oh yeah, I've heard that name too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm at least familiar with the name. Yeah.
Yeah, Trixie's up there with RuPaul. Like,
Okay.
Famous wise. Like,
She won All Stars 3. Yeah, she's great.
For my number 5, I have Django.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did it, and
Yeah.
Machine Gun in a Coffin is pretty fucking awesome. So just imagery wise, yeah, why not? Yeah. Straight to the point.
I got, speaking of Robin Williams, I got Rainbow Randolph and Mr. Boomy.
Hell yeah.
Drunk and Desperate and Unpredictable would come in. Have you seen Death to Smoochie?
No.
Okay. You got to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robin Williams plays a flamboyant children's show host, and he's drunk and crazy, and he would save a town with a 45.
Or at least sell them out.
Yeah, or start crying. I don't know. One of those things.
My number 4, I have Bruce Almighty, because he is literally God. So he could probably change things up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go off the cuff because I know I said I was going to do drag queens, but now I'm changing my mind. I think my number 2 would be Benicio del Toro in Sicario.
Oh.
Done.
He gets it done. He gets it done. Yeah.
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 Lethal eye contact too. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I would love to do that one too, by the way.
Yeah.
My number 4, I have Doc and Marty with the DeLorean. Pretty easy to solve things if you got a time machine.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Right on. I've leaned on my number 4. I've used this one before, but Macaulay Culkin from The Good Son.
I'm watching that today.
There you go.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Have you ever seen it?
Never seen it
Okay.
before.
Oh, Mr. Highway.
Won't spoil it for you.
Okay.
but,
We did it on
yeah.
the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 3, I have the 3 ninjas from the titular 3 ninjas. I want 3 children just running around busting ass in a small town,
There you go.
just high-yawing.
Apparently invincible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mine would be the Lady Galadriel from Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
Can do. Yeah.
Luminescent.
She would do it elegantly.
Yeah. She's in drag too.
Yeah, pretty much.
For my third one, I have the Seven Samurai.
Oh.
I mean, those motherfuckers saved the town for literally 2 bowls of rice, and I think it was cooked rice too, not even raw. So,
But yeah, it's got a small shelf life.
yeah, their asking price is pretty low, and they get the job done. So, Seven Samurai.
Yeah, nice. My number 3 is the oil crew from Armageddon, but this time the asteroid is racism.
Ah, there you go.
So they come in.
Good metaphor.
Do we still have to sacrifice Bruce Willis?
Yes,
Okay. Good.
at the beginning. It's how we started.
My number 2, because, dude, none of this is real. It's all a construct, brother. My number 2 is Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus from The Matrix. Much like Bruce, they're just going to punch in their little binary numbers and fix everything.
My next one would be the trio from Charlie's Angels. So Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore.
Dude,
That'd be fun to watch.
We
That would be
have.
so great.
I've been burning to do those movies lately. We watched Full Throttle like in a hotel maybe like 6-7 months ago or something like that. My wife and I, and just ever since, I've just kind of like, it's always in the back of my mind.
Demi Moore.
They're so campy. They're so fucking
can't
fun.
be over the top and just entertaining. Like, yeah, we need to do those.
My number 2 is John Rambo.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. I'm not gonna explain it.
Just gonna unleash that very unmentally stable vet on a small town.
Along similar lines, mine is Walter Sobchak from Big Lebowski.
There we go.
Unpredictable veteran,
Oh, yeah.
supposedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
A lot of good boys in that mud.
He would, he would just scare the shit out of the town and make everyone run away. So,
My number 1, because every small town is bland. You need a little heat. You need a little spice. I went with the Spice Girls from Spice World. Also, every small town movie involves like some kind of like dance off or like talent show or something like that to
Save the rec center.
Save the rec center. And I think the gals got it in the bag.
nice. I can see that.
Oh my gosh, that one was so good. Okay. I think my last one, because I started with a drag queen, I'll end with a drag queen, would probably be Lawrence Chaney. No? Okay. Second season, RuPaul's Drag Race, UK.
Okay.
Scottish as fuck. Can't understand a single word that she's saying.
That's the best.
But like she's this like purple parade, absolutely gorgeous. I'm just like so entranced by her. And out of drag looks like, maybe someone who could be like a construction worker.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, plumber. But like and big girl too. She's super tall.
Okay.
And as a woman, like, oh my gosh, just like the most beautiful thing to look at. Yeah. And Lawrence Chaney would come and save the town and no one would know a single word that she said.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My number 1, I went with Captain America because he's gonna get it done. He's got no ulterior motives, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to protect
America.
everything. He's just
What if this small town happens to be in Russia?
Hope your town's in America, bub.
He's gonna stand up and doesn't second guess himself, man.
I can dig it. My number 1 is a group of people who never seem to lose. They're not invincible, but they always seem to come out on top, and they stick together. The Addams Family.
There we go. Ba-da-da-bum.
And that brings us to the end of our regular show, but you can follow us on our Patreon for the epilogue, where we're about to talk about our current movies, recent viewings, and other stuff. NostalgiaKillers.com takes you there. Thank you for listening. I've been Luke Lund.
I have been Chuck Starzensky.
I have been Javier Martinez.
Magalli Larque.
And we have been the Nostalgia Killers.
Bang,
Bang, bang.